likely Ebony overlooked that in the plea deal, it says exactly what Brian Jr. did. So we debunked the fact where Trina tried to say that because the plea deal was accepted, that the little boy didn't do it. Well, not little boy, because he grown as hell. Okay, so first, I want you to listen up to this. This is Trina foreshadowing before we found out about Brian Jr. being a child molester. He said something to his daughter-in-law. Hey, Vandal.
Lo, I'm mad at you.
What?
Because I don't got a second device. Like, I can't go live and, like, you know what I'm saying, still watch over here and see what you got going on. So it's like, you distracting me from going live.
Well, baby, that's just because you nosy and you messy. And you don't care about your corny.
No, it's not even that. It's just like, you're doing your I mean, like, hey, it's 4,600 people in here. Like, you doing your shit. Like, you
Thank you.
going for a milli this month or something? Like,
No, I just get tired of hoes playing with me.
no, and then like my thing is like you actually encourage me to keep going live. Like when I be live, I'll be like, y'all push me out, don't push me in, push me out, push me out. Like bitch, like you know what I'm saying? I gotta watch the people that actually inspire me to fucking keep going on this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Like yeah. So what do we call our people? Like you know, like Savannah got the sunflowers. Like what do we call over here? Like we're
This is the house of Loren.
so we Laurens, we the Laurens.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Let me get back down. Be my Lauren.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna play this. Let me turn this.
I just wanted to tell him get back in the fucking comments. Thank you.
Okay. So I'm gonna play, and you're gonna listen to Trina as he makes out horrible slurs to Jasmine. So you know if he did it to his granddaughter's mama, he don't mind doing it to Red 39. Let's listen to Trina. I need 3,000 beans. Can I get a warship in here? Can I get a warship before I hold on? Before I start, yes, I still do rose parlor. You can shake those roses. You can shake those roses and be the rose petals, the rose buds. You can shake the. Thank you, Leah. Thank you. I need two more. Somebody else send me a warship. Somebody else send me a warship. I need to see my box open for my motherfucking recap. We've been sitting over here clack-a-lacking and ain't accomplished nothing. We ain't been accomplishing nothing. Send me a warship, baby. Send me a warship. So the first video I'm finna play. Let me connect my speaker. This is the first. Oh, I need to turn on low power mode. That's why it's doing it. This is the first video way before, while he over here trying to deflect and project on the Ebony. You the one put the birdie in our ear. That something took place in the house that we had to research. Were it not for this day, when he went on telling this lady, that's why your daughter got touched, we would have never started looking it up. We would have never started looking it up. So it baffles me how you can be mad at this person and that person when you the one got upset with Jasmine and got to yelling off the top of the goddamn Paris, the Eiffel Tower that the little girl had been played with. And you gonna hear him. He gonna try to project and deflect that it was the sister's boyfriend. Then come to find out, who did the paperwork land on? Your son. Now, the charges was minimized because whatever took place towards the end, when it was time to approach the witness panel, there was no show up because Trina B probably told her, I'm gonna take care of you. Let's keep this in the family and keep this off the white people out of this. Cause then the daughter gonna be put in the system and you know how black people do. You know how black people do. So here we go. Let's play it. Let me connect. Bluetooth connected. I need one. Can I get another warship, please? Another warship, please. Why do it say 37 still? I thought I just got a warship. Can I get another warship? I want to see my next box opened. It's 4.8K. Everybody send me a mace, a bell, a treasure, something. Gamble up in here. Let's move this box. We only need 2,300 beans. Let's move the box. Move the box. Move the box. Everybody just throw something and anything. Anything. Move the box. Move the box. Move the box. Thank you, Abby May. Pray it. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Lee Ebony. So this is before Lee Ebony, who was in here, even brought up the charges. Listen to Trina. The same way when he got mad at Red 39.
You was good to her. She gon' bad. Look, this Mr. Bitch. About how you got that little girl over there. Don't get motherfucking touched. And you ain't motherfucking went to the police about it, bitch. Your sister boy been on touch. Your daughter. Your oldest daughter. Bitch, a little girl. Girl, I'm gonna go in. Girl, let me go. Let me go.
No remorse. And you know your son.
And you was good to her. She gon' bad. Look, this Mr. Bitch. About how you got that little girl over there. Don't get motherfucking touched.
Because she was talking to China Red. She was talking to China Red, and he was upset because she was waking up the tea about whatever was going on in the house. This was way before Lee Ebony started reading any documentation or any of that. This is what put the birdie in Lee Ebony's ear that made her go looking for it. Okay? This is way before, babes.
And you was good to her. She gon' bad. Look, this Mr. Bitch. About how you got that little girl over there. Don't get motherfucking touched. And you ain't motherfucking went to the police about it, bitch. Your sister boy been on touch. Your daughter. Your oldest daughter, bitch. A little girl.
Now, he tried to project and deflect. Because come to find out, it was the paperwork that we looking at was the oldest daughter, and the sister boyfriend wasn't the one who touched him. Wasn't the one who touched him. The next receipt we're going to play. The next receipt we're going to play for recap purposes of how I've been waking up this morning. It's him on live telling Red 39 that basically, bitch, you know, since you talking about my son is a pedophile, that your daughter is, and he's subliminally saying your daughter is gonna be next. He's subliminally saying that that Red 39's daughter that's still in school and shit is in the same county as his son. So basically he's saying, if I give my son to say so, he can go marching around your front door. We know where you at. We know what school system your daughter in, and your daughter can be next. That's basically what you're going to hear him say. So you're enabling the predator because you's a predator. You had your thumb in Brian Jr.'s butt. That's why he wrenched around and went played in that little girl's ass. The pussy wasn't good enough. Bad enough it belonged to a little girl. Bad enough it belongs to a little innocent girl who won't be able to share her moment like the rest of these grown ass bitches that had lost their virginity, bitch, with who she want to share it with. Even though we all know we done lost our virginity to a piece of shit, including mine, Rico, who ain't nothing but a tranny chaser. Most of us don't give a damn, but still, the little girl should have been able to decide who popped her cherries. And I'm going to tell you how this sick shit gets started. It's generational and it's passed down. When you deal with hoes that's playing around children's buttholes, it's because somebody played with theirs. And we can tell from the way the son have depicted the story exactly what took place. You was playing in Brian Jr. butthole. Your son, that's why you want to come up on here and project and deflect. My daddy did whatever to me. You can't hold a candlelight to my daddy. My daddy was married to my mama and for factual, still married to her. We don't have to go looking for a wedding certificate because you was trying to impress the church and you was a DL deacon that was fucking the boys in the ass and had to go find a woman to impress the church and the pastor and prove you was straight. My daddy don't have that motherfucking story. My daddy was married to my mama before I even was thought of. My daddy ain't never touched me. All I know my daddy to do was go to work. He taught me how to play baseball and basketball. But by the time I was in middle school, it was so much, I was involved in so much that all my daddy could do was work. He really ain't practically have a life till after I graduated and after all the kids went on. You don't have that story to depict. You didn't even know what elementary Brian Jr. was in. Son of a bitch. So don't mention my daddy. You can't hold a candlestick up to my daddy. My daddy took care of me all the way up through Morehouse. I don't have no just student loans. Because they pay cash. $40,000 some more dollars every goddamn semester. You can't touch my daddy. Don't you mention my motherfucking father. You goddamn twisted, demented, Addams Family, goddamn shit show of a sitcom, William motherfucking incest pool. You belong on YouTube or somewhere. Somebody need to shoot a documentary of this sick ass shit going on in your house. And got to know to mention my daddy, who I seen worked and sweat at a goddamn refinery welding all day. Sometimes couldn't even make it to the bedroom, would fall asleep in a recliner watching basketball and get up and do it again to make sure I had whatever I wanted. My daddy marched me up in element. I don't have to say, I can't get up on here and say, your child say you was kidnapping him. His first year in kindergarten. Oh, my mom and my daddy held my hand and marched me into my kindergarten class with a lunchbox, with a goddamn meat sandwich, and with my favorite Capri Sun in that motherfucker. You can't hold a candle, a candlelight to my motherfucking pappy, bitch. The messy ass teacher had to come tell you where your son was. My daddy knew where the fuck I was because he dropped me off with my mama. That's what I remember of mine. I don't remember mine coming kidnap me. So the audacity of you to think you can speak on me and mine, even if I was disrespectful. They was there for me to disrespect. You was somewhere getting fucked by your sugar daddy. Let's talk about it. And whatever flimsy, flamboyant, faggot-ass elementary teacher called you and put a birdie in your ear that Brian Jr. was at their elementary school, dead-ass wrong, too. Because a woman that hauled ass from your ass must was running from something. He went for every time Trina B told on himself. The bitch so dumb, all you got to do is listen to him. He lied so much, you get to tell on himself. He said, every time I would find him, she would change the address, and it was 2-year custody battle. Bitch, please. She was running from your sick ass and didn't want her son think, knowing you, she tried to quickly remove you from the picture. And had Brian Jr. calling another nigga daddy for whatever sick ass reason she was hiding from you. And the teacher is dead goddamn wrong. She should have called the police on the teacher for telling, because that put that child at jeopardy. And all Brian Jr. remember is your big bald head faggot ass coming up there trying to kidnap him. Nasty bastard. What would make a woman go against the court and haul ass and run? You know he was fingering Brian Jr. butthole with his fat ass thumb. That's why God gave you corpuscle on that motherfucker. Because you done put it in too many kids' assholes and got away with it. God don't sleep. That's why that joint knocked against your motherfucking elbow, bitch, and you couldn't raise that hoe. Hide to the goddamn grasshopper. Up in old age. Bitch, you need WD-40 on your knuckles. From all the ass you done played in from little boys. He done shut your goddamn arm up, bitch. You can't stay up off the goddamn table. And you ain't going for a BBL because your arm's stuffed with fluid. Down to your finger. And it done rushed up your arm. Nasty bastard. And got the nerve grooming at its finest. Got the nerve to the motherfucker try to groom Brian Jr. Come up over here and lie to me and tell the people you trolling. That young man didn't say he was trolling not one time. I watched the full video when I was laid up over here the other night. Off live. He didn't say he was trolling one time. And every time you try to get him, coerce him into saying something, he turned his head like this and looked up at the sky because you was a motherfucking lie. You're a deadbeat daddy, bitch, and you the one with the start of the goddamn problem. Whatever uncle fucked you and your ass twisted you off. They say when you go playing with kids' butts while they're young, they get the stuttering their whole motherfucking life. Now, next, I'm going to play this. Next, I'm going to play the next video that recap this morning. We're going to play him threatening Red 39 because Red 39 is recapping what his son, you need to whoop your son ass. Or better yet, you should have told your son before he logged into Bigo thinking he was finna get ran up because you a deadbeat daddy and the mama won't feed him no meals no more and she eating steak and lobster with her man. She ain't got to feed no grown-ass men no meals. They like to play in little kids' butts. Bad enough she got them living in a house. She probably don't want them there. Got to tell everybody I'm the one cash up you. Where's the about damn time? You ain't doing nothing but cashing, boo boo, or what your admin sent you. You still a deadbeat. He still can't recall a baseball being thrown or teaching him how to hit a baseball with a bat. From his daddy. Now listen to this. This is why I was on his ass. Because after you realize your son is a pedophile, if I find out my son playing in little girls' asses, first of all, he can't come up in my motherfucking house no more. Y'all disowning children for being gay and stuff like that. Bitch, you need to be disowning these nasty some of my bitches. Y'all is raising it like kids. It ain't nothing in the world and too much pussy in the world for you to be trying to get off of a little girl. It's too much grown pussy in the world, bitch, for you to have to be playing around dark doors and shit, playing with folks' kids. Playing with the innocents. Now listen to this. After we done figured out the son is a pedophile, and we finna not finna show you the paperwork today, that you know he done seen the same paperwork. After all that, he got the nerve to set up and tell Red 39 this. Somebody mentioned the goddamn video again. It's so much shit in this shit I can't get through here.